Good afternoon, viewers. This is Swapnil from AAFT News. Today we are here at National Gallery of Modern Art to explore Jatin Das Exhibition. Jatin Das has contributed immensely to the works of modern art here in India, and we would be exploring his work and speaking to a lot of frequenters who are trying to engage with his work and explore the nitty-gritties, the shapes and sizes, the various colors and compositions that he puts on canvas. Let's have a look. NGMA is one of the most acknowledged institutions here in Delhi. Here we have paintings of masters like Amrita Shergill. What brings you here to this? And please mention your names.
I'm Vibha. So I come to Delhi for the first time. So we are roaming around. So we thought we'll have a look at the gallery. So we are actually designers. So this really interests us, art and history. So we are here to just explore how different artists. Yeah.
That's quite an interesting view. I mean, this is your first time in Delhi and you are here at the National Gallery of Modern Art. I'm certain to think that you have a deeper interest in art. You, sir, could you elaborate?
I'm Shivam. I'm from Ludhiana, Punjab. We've recently completed our undergrad. So the thing is, as soon as I knew that she's also coming to Delhi and then we were all going to be together in Delhi over here, the first thing that we had decided ever since that was we need to go to the NGMA. Excuse me. Because we've seen the NGMA in Bangalore. She's been to the one in Bombay. But I knew there's something about the one in Delhi. And specifically so because I've studied art in my undergrad and also we've studied art during our school time. So it's very surreal looking at these paintings that we see over here. There's this particular one that we saw right now in the other block, The Three Girls by Amrita Shergill. So that was a painting that we've always felt a connect with. When I've seen it on paper, I've always seen these paintings on paper and looking at them for the first time live just feels very nice, yeah. So that is why art just comes from within. I think art is something that is a very deep part of design as well. So that is the whole reason we were in NGMA today. We enjoyed this exhibit a lot. We've been roaming around for I think over 2 hours now. Yeah. So yes, it is a really nice. It is a really nicely curated exhibition. Everything has been very well set, and it was a lovely experience here.
So, two designers here, and art speaks in the ageless language of design. So, could you please, firstly, I would like to know where are you from, and welcome to Delhi.
I'm from Pune. Yeah. So I think what was very exciting is, like he said, we've seen all this on paper, we've studied how it impacts design, and looking at it in person and seeing like the nuances, like even the texture, all of this, we can see it in person. So it's actually very inspiring, the colors, the everything, the compositions that the artists have used. It's really inspiring for us to take things from this and incorporate it into our field. Yeah.
There's this one thing that we were discussing when we were looking at the paintings in the other block. It was about how we all started with extreme maximalism in the beginning, and as we progress, as we go up the floors, we start getting to very abstract, very minimalist art, and so that's something that we have to look for. Even in design, that's something that we implement a lot. We started with maximalist designs in the early Indian culture, and then now we're going into something that's very cozy, comfy, and that's something that scares us. Yeah, exactly. That's something that both scares us, but then also excites us for looking at how it progresses and where it goes. But yeah, bring maximalism back. That's the.
Okay, so as you say, bring maximalism back. So, what is your view of the exhibition here? I'm sure it's more in the style of modernism and postmodernism. So, your view of it, of course, would be very welcome. And of course, I see that what my idea is that each movement in art has certainly offered a great cultural production to our civilization as a whole, and art as something so integral is so important for human expression. So I would like to know about your view of the styles incorporated in this exhibition. Yeah.
So the first thing that I think, again, we get into the details of things, because when we look at art nowadays, earlier it used to be something that we just looking at for fun, but now when we look at art, we obviously look at it through a better or like a more detailed perspective. We look at the lines, we look at the colors, the composition as a whole, what kind of elements of design are they using, elements of art they're using. So yeah, this particular exhibit is a lot of movement, a lot of curves, a lot of lines. So everything is flowing on the canvas. That is what I have seen till now. Yeah.
Yeah, like you said, like there are different eras, and it's more about the modern art. But what we saw is how before modern art, like even the maximalism, how it has translated, and there are certain parts of it that are still there, and what are the things that have changed. So seeing that was very interesting. Yeah.
Collaborative design is what we see in these works here. We have had marvels of visual arts, landmarks of South Asian history, moving works of centuries that have accumulated the dust of time over the years. The modernist mind saw in the human condition the limits of growth, limits to human and cultural growth. The art of modernist period captures the literary stream of consciousness. A facile realism that verges on fantasy is what modernist art captures. Postmodernists are here to capture the fugitive effects of colors in an age where words, and thus graphemes or pictures, have lost their meaning. The rationalization of life seems to be a dangerous exercise. If the vehicle of meaning halted with modernism, postmodernist art annihilates the vehicle
Do you
itself.
make paintings, ma'am?
I am also painting.
So what kind of paintings?
Journal painting, mostly mandala art.
So have you ever presented your work somewhere? Okay.
No.
We hope that you do sometime in future. Yeah. So, do you have anything, since you said that you don't have a deep interest in art? So, whatever, as a basic interest, what would you say about this exhibition? What would you say?
Yeah, today we came to this National Gallery of Modern Art, and luckily we saw this that this Jatin Das exhibition is also there. Paintings exhibition is also there. So yes, of course, he is a celebrity and he is a known artist. He has worked for more than 40 years. I've heard a lot about him. So that fascinated me as well as to come and see his work of art and all that. So that is how I came here.
Very gladdening response. And ma'am, you said that you are an artist yourself. So could you tell something about your art and what kind of art productions do you engage in?
Well, I'm currently in 10th, so it's very basic level of art. But as part of an art and design, we try to figure out the color schemes, which I'm very interested in, how it affects the painting, how it affects the mood. So that's something that I work with. Also, different shapes and forms. I've recently been a lot into Impressionism. So, yeah. So that is something that really interested me.
So, what kind of art do you see here? Like, largely this is modernist and postmodernist art. So, how do you see the transition from Impressionism to modernism? Do you assess it as a change in style, or do you see as a continuum of certain meanings and tropes in these paintings?
It's definitely a mix of both. There's a seemingly different transition from Impressionism to modernism, but there's a sort of connection between them. You can see that color impacts both of them. Like I said, I work a lot with color. The brush strokes, the different forms, that's something that really connects both of the forms.
My name is Nazli Chaudhry and we're visiting from the United States.
That's great. I mean, so what is your experience of the gallery? How do you find it?
So I'm also a budding artist, and we came in. I didn't know what to expect, but especially this exhibit is astounding. The range of the artist is amazing, and so we're taking a lot longer here. We had other plans to go other places, but we decided to spend a lot more time here and really enjoy the artist. It's really beautiful.
Indeed, it's gladdening to hear that. And have you visited other galleries here in Delhi or crafts museums?
No, this is our first gallery. We've only been here for 2 days, so this is our first gallery, and very pleasantly surprised at the range of the artists that are here, and the quality of work. It's beautiful.
So, sincerely speaking, this is modernist art and post-structuralist art. So, do you have ideas about these trends in the arts? Of course, as you said that you are an artist yourself. So, do you understand? Would you like to tell something about the philosophy that governs your art processes?
So, my view of modern art was not that positive in the beginning, but once I started learning art, I realized that just because art is deconstructed or abstract does not make it easy. It is actually quite complex, and you really have to be classically trained to be able to do art in a deconstructed way, in an abstract way. So I have a much better appreciation of it once I started doing it. And this artist, wow! I mean, it's really incredible work.
So, like you said that you're an artist, so did you explore more classical mediums, like historical paintings or period paintings and impressionist art of the classical or the old masters?
So that's really my passion, the impressionist art and Van Gogh and Monet and whatnot. That's usually where I gravitate towards. But like I said, I'm gaining a much better appreciation for modern art, and so glad we came here.
So as you can see, National Gallery of Modern Art offered us a view into Jatin Das Exhibition today, and it was frequented by so many people with various interests and various motives. This is Swapnil along with camera person Raj from AAFT News signing off.